Hello everyone, I'm very excited to share with you all the news we've learned about the end of the year Star Wars The Old Republic update, which will be patch number 5.10 and will be called Jedi Under Siege. This update will be focused around a new storyline that will be leading up to the next expansion, which we think will be released sometime in 2019. This next expansion will be focused around the war between the Republic and the Empire, and the new storyline kicking off in late 2018 will focus specifically on the ancient war between the Jedi and the Sith, on an ancient Jedi world that has been a part of the Old Republic era stories in the past. Ravaged by a cataclysm centuries in the past, this beloved planet will be brought to life as a new daily area with separate Republic and Imperial storylines. If you've played the Iokath daily area, this new planet daily area's story will be accounted for if you've supported the opposite faction in the past on Iokath, and players will be given some options moving forward because of their choice of faction in the past. The developers have described this new daily planet as a big explorable area where both factions will be doing their missions in a shared space, with world bosses, a storyline that leads you into the daily area, and daily repeatable missions. With this new planet, we will also see the return of several fan-favorite characters, as well as the introduction of some exciting new characters, including a powerful Jedi veteran who will join Republic players on their mission to protect a hidden Jedi base, and a deadly commando who will aid Imperial players in their mission to destroy it. The developers have been very coy about the name of the new planet, but they did say it was featured in the original Tales of the Jedi comic series, that it was ravaged by a cataclysm, and that players who were super savvy on Old Republic lore could probably guess pretty accurately which planet it would be. There are multiple beloved planets mentioned and featured in the series, including Onderon, a planet tied to the ancient Sith Freeden Nad's history, Ryloth, the Twi'lek homeworld, and even planets we already have in Star Wars, the Old Republic like Ziost, Korriban, and Yavin 4. However, there's only one planet that's beloved due to its lore, isn't in the game yet, and suffered a great cataclysm in the past. That planet is called Ossus, which was the ancient homeworld of the Jedi. Although the developers have not confirmed that the planet in this new storyline will be Ossus, I feel it's a very safe bet, based on the hints that the developers have shared about it. In addition to these fan-favorite characters, the new Jedi veteran and the new Imperial commando, we'll also be seeing more companions return in the story for characters who have started the Knights of the Fallen Empire expansions. These companions will be tied into the new planet storyline, some more closely than others. In 5.10, Sith warriors will be able to reunite with Jaisa, provided they turned her to the dark side in her original storyline. It sounds like light side Jaisa would have gone a different route than her dark side counterpart, and players may not be able to recruit her in this update. The developer team is working on it, but they are not sure if light side Jaisa will make it into this update. Jedi Knights will be able to reunite with the galaxy's most lovable, charming, roguish, brilliant, skilled, and above all, handsome Dr. Doc. Jedi Consulars will be rejoined by their former Padawan Nadia, who has grown into a skilled Jedi Knight in her own right. For Jaisa, Doc, and Nadia, you will be able to end your romance with any Knights of the Fallen Empire companions, to resume your romance with your previous companion. There also may be even more companions returning in 5.10, but the developers don't want to announce them until they are 100% sure they will be returning, but that there's more in the plans for now. For those who enjoy the most difficult operations in the game, the Master Mode for Gods from the Machine will be released with Update 5.10. This is a bit of a surprise, as this operation mode was supposed to launch in the past, but was cancelled in favor of working on other content. Due to the difficulty of the story and veteran versions of this operation, hardcore players will likely enjoy the challenge it will bring. The team is also working to fix some of the bugs and issues in story and veteran mode Gods from the Machine. For players who enjoy chasing the very best of the best when it comes to gear, or who are looking for a boost when it comes to the new Master Mode operation or for getting through older operations, there will be a new tier of gear available. This Tier 5 gear will only be available through crafting from rare schematics and new crafting materials. The intention of this gear is to receive it as a reward for participating in Master Mode operations, or for working towards defeating Master Mode operations. With this new gear tier, the Galactic command system will not be expanded in this update. It will still be capped at Tier 4 and command level 300, but it may be expanded in the future. Existing operations will not be retuned to match this new tier of gear. This new gear tier is intended for progression players, but if you get a hold of Tier 5 gear, it will make past operations easier to run. There will also be no class balance changes planned for the immediate future. PvP players should keep their eyes open for the new Huttball match set on the industrial world of Fandon, which will be called the Sky Shredder. This new PvP match will actually be released in Update 5.9.3 before the big Jedi Under Siege update. Players who enjoy spending time in their stronghold, especially role players, will appreciate a new type of decoration being added to the game in Update 5.10. These new Hollow Disguise terminal decorations will allow players who interact with them to change their overall appearance of your character to look like a different type of character. These disguises can include fairly normal things, like Republic soldiers or Imperial agent type of looks, or even more outlandish disguises like a Hutt or an astromech droid. This disguise update may come as early as patch 5.9.3 with the new Huttball map. These disguises are limited to strongholds and are intended specifically for role players in the game to broaden their options. Players and guilds can now rejoice about the new guild updates coming in 5.10. These changes are something I am personally very excited about, and are part of the developer team's goal to add quality of life changes to every update. Some of the guild changes and improvements coming in this update include a new guild progression system that allows active guilds to customize and improve their experience the more they play, giving guilds something to pursue together as a guild, and having all the activities you do contribute to a larger goal. A guild heraldry system, giving some customization options that you can display for your guild. A PvP challenge system, where guilds can create custom war zones, arenas, and Galactic starfighter skirmishes to challenge other guilds in through private invitations, and track your record against other guilds. Conquest improvements that will support and tie into the new guild progression system. An inspect tool where potential members can review a guild profile and information and learn about another player's guild by clicking on that player. What information is shown about your guild is controllable, and the team is working on features past 5.10 for putting your guild out there for people who are looking to join a guild. Guild logs, which will log and display a wide variety of guild member activity. The one example they gave would include logging conquest and each player's contribution to that week's conquest even after it has ended. Member mail, which will be an easy way to send a message to the whole guild as a guild leader and share guild-wide messages quickly. A guild member ban feature by legacy, which allows the removal of members based on their legacy. This feature will help keep problem players out of your guild on all their characters in their account, not just the ones you know of. Even if the problem player changes their legacy name, they will still be banned. An increased rank cap, where the number of guild ranks will be higher. For example, my guild is able to display if a player is an officer or an assistant, but we don't have enough ranks available to give them more details. With the upgraded number of ranks, we will be able to mark someone as a PvP officer or crafting officer in the guild panel. Since mid-2018, the developer team has had a renewed focus on communication about what is coming up in the game, as well as allowing more player testing on the public test server. The team did a fantastic job taking and enacting feedback in the last update for the Rishi's Stronghold and Mandalorian Battle Ring PvP arena, and it sounds like the team would like to provide this type of player feedback collection and player-based feedback changes in the future, especially for many of the upcoming changes. If you are a player who is subscribed to the game, you can download the public test server and will be able to provide feedback for the new updates, like the new Vanden Hutball Arena, the Gods from the Machine Master mode, and the new guild progression system. If you'd like to help test the new content and provide feedback before it goes live, I've added a link for how to access the public test server and the link to the forum to provide feedback on in the description of this video. And that's everything that's coming to the 5.10 Jedi Under Siege update. I'm very excited for the new storyline that should be on the planet of Ossus, and I'm looking forward to seeing the new guild changes, the new Hutball map, the new Master Mode operation, and of course the fun roleplay disguises. I'll see you all in game for update 5.10 as we work our way towards the expansion. And as always, may the Force be with you.